Welcome back to the Ladies of Liberty podcast, where we are anchored in truth and armed with grace. Today, we are talking about friendship and accountability, which is so great because we were all friends.
That's how this started. How this whole thing started.
True. Also, what? Jess doesn't think we're friends.
Because we're best friends.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. No, we're not.
What? Oh,
We're bestest friends.
you guys are watching this all.
Besties.
You're watching our friendship unfold in front of your eyes.
We're sisters.
Oh, so sister.
Ain't that Mr.
Cause I love it, yeah, yeah. Cause I love it, yeah,
We're talking about friendship.
We are, and thankfully, the Bible has a lot to say about friendship because it is something that is common among human beings, and it's also common among human beings. Human beings to have friendships that one either are filled with drama and sensitivity and not being able to basically walking on eggshells. It's also the world is also filled with friendships that aren't deep and are just simply shallow of you know, you can't be truly honest with the other person. There is no keeping each other accountable. It's just, I don't know. It's like you just like each other when it benefits you. I don't know. I honestly, there's a lot of buzzing going on. I don't know. I don't really, I'm just kind of rambling now. Anyway. Do you guys have thoughts about the world's friendships? The world's standard of friendship?
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate?
Out loud.
I think friends nowadays are not friends.
What would you
Hey,
consider
elaborate.
them?
Acquaintances.
Acquaintances?
Like, not actually there. Like, for the other person, we'll flake on them.
Is it like everybody just uses everybody because of the whole everything's about me kind of movement that's been going on? Like everybody needs to
selfishness.
serve me. Everybody if I'm not happy, then nobody can be happy. Like that kind of, I mean, you know, the it's all about me thing that this culture says. Like you do.
Yeah, kind of.
Everything's about you.
Like, until this friend group, I never had friends that were if you need something, you can come to me and you don't have to be afraid to, need a friend.
Oh, and I totally know what you're talking about. Yeah, I definitely experienced friendships that definitely weren't like that. Yeah.
Or, always an open door for you kind of friend.
Yeah.
I have kind of a slightly different experience. I had friends growing up. I went to public school for a short period of time, and I had friends in public school, and it's my friends weren't not there for me. They were just bad influences. I don't know. In middle school, I made friends with a girl who's been to juvie multiple times, and it's also not just friends not being there for you or whatever, but it's also you should be picking friends that. In going back to what Elizabeth said about all about me, whatever, it shouldn't be all about you. You should be willing to make sacrifices for your friends as well, but you also do need to look out for yourself in the sense that you need people who are good influences for you. Because whether you think so or not, your friends do influence you.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Which is why the more I spend time with you people, the weirder I get.
That's
Well, I'm going to take that as a compliment.
You should.
Guys, actually, Bella and I, we had I think it was a good friend chat. We were at the gathering. They don't know what the gathering is. We played Jenga, and each time we pull the Jenga out, we would ask each other a question. And it ranged from if you could be someone else in the friend group for a day, who would you be? And then to all the way to what do you think is my biggest flaw? I won't take offense. And it's
Wow.
yeah. And we talked to each other about each other's flaws without getting offended, and
That I love that happened right before we filmed this because that's a really great example of being able to be honest with the other person. I think that is a clear example of that is a real friendship. If you don't feel like you can address something with the other person, whether it's positive or negative, even just giving the other person encouragement and lifting them up, then is that really a friendship if you're not able to be honest with things like that?
Yeah.
Like Bella told me, I asked Bella what my biggest
Oh,
flaw
no.
of all time was. Like, biggest ever. She told me what she thought my biggest flaw was, and I went, fair enough. No, and that was it.
It should be able to be said in a way that isn't an insult.
Yeah. Which I don't think
And
I
if
did.
it's a true friend, then it wouldn't be an insult. So,
Iron sharpens iron.
yeah.
Because also,
It's got to be hot.
yeah, and if you are truly, like, really good friends, they will know enough about you to know
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah.
Like, a real friend can correct you.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too is being able to receive that correction. Like when you're in a solid relationship, like in this scenario, we're talking about friends, but when you're in a solid relationship or friendship, you're able to be humble enough for when you are called out on something or somebody is being honest with you about something, you can say, you know what, I'm close enough to this person where they know me well, and so one, I should trust what they're saying and take it to heart and think, oh, maybe I do really struggle with that. I should work on it. Or it's also like, I'm not going to take offense. They're looking out for me. They're not telling me this to be mean or bully me. They're telling me this for a reason. Or because we were playing Jenga and you asked me what my flaw was. So.
True.
Yeah. The Bible has a lot to say about friendship and accountability. And I think a lot of different scenarios in the Bible really speak to the importance of fellowship and community. And I think we are so blessed to have the friend group that we do because, I mean, it's big. Like there's a lot of people that come in and out of this house and it's just a big community. Like it's kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. But it's really fun. It's really fun to be able to just like, for a while, I would walk downstairs from being in my bedroom and there'd be like 5 people in my house that I didn't know were going to be there. It's just like the community that you can build when you have honest, real connections with people, the comfort level, the honesty, the accountability. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10, and then 12, it says, 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone, and when he falls, and has not another to lift him up. And though a man might prevail against one who is alone, 2 will withstand him. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. What do you think about that, Elizabeth?
2 is better than 1. I mean, if you like when you're fighting like in a spiritual battle or mental battle or just you're going through something really hard, it is so easy to target just you. If you are having there's a spiritual battle going on and you're just like, I got to fight this by myself. I got to do it by myself. It is so much more likely that you will fall than if you go to somebody and say, hey, I'm really struggling with this. Can you pray with me? Can you help me through this? Can you be my accountability partner? Can you help me with this one thing that's going on? And then that strengthens you, holds you accountable, also keeps you motivated to try and to keep fighting and know I can go to this person if I need help. And then if there's 3, like that's just, the more people that you add, the more, support you can get, the more help, the more wisdom that can be poured into you. It's very, very important that you have that in your life, especially when it's, a mental battle.
Yeah,
Physical battles too.
The devil has a heyday in isolation. Like he
Yes.
likes to isolate you and make you believe lies. But when you surround yourself with people who care about you and love you, that you're way less likely to just fall into believing those lies because you have positive voices speaking into your life. And something you said was like 2 is better than 1, but 3 is better than 1. And then 4 is better than 1 because like for us, to me, the way I look at it, excuse me, that you have one perspective on a thing, Jess has another, and Lily has another. So I've got I present an issue, Elizabeth says a thing, and I'm like, oh, that's a good point. Lily says a thing, and I'm like, oh, that's another great point, but that's a whole nother side of this that I hadn't even thought about. And Jess adds to it as well. It's like, because everybody comes at things differently and with their own experiences and their own thoughts and the things that God has taught them in their own lives. That was just something I thought of.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Getting different perspectives is very helpful in seeing the bigger picture, to get it out of your own head, to get it out of just yourself and what I think and whatnot. So it's helpful in that aspect, yeah.
Yeah. Proverbs 17:17 says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Lily, what are your thoughts on that?
I think that ties back to what we were talking about earlier about like a true friend can call you out without doing it in a way that is like hurtful or intentionally mean. Like a true friend should be able to criticize you without doing in any way except to help you and for your own benefit. Does that make sense?
I think that part where it's talking about a brother being born for adversity at first is like, wait, what? At least it was for me. But then you think about it. But then like you have to, you think about something because that's important, using your brain. And it's like it was born for adversity, implying that like that's the purpose of it, of a brother, in our case, a sister. A sister was born for adversity of like your purpose in my life is to help me through a hard time, help me through adversity, or like, I guess we should define adversity. Like, what is that?
Challenge that a person faces.
Yeah, but I feel like it also could be like quarrels, like,
True.
like if we had problems with each other within our friendships.
That's saying like if there's quarrels between in friendship, then a brother is born to help get through that and sort it out. And it's not like I have this friend and we've fought and now we're never gonna be friends again. It's I have this friend and we are disagreeing,
Why are you looking at me like that?
but we're going to work through it in a godly way.
Which
And
we did. I'm so confused.
I'm confused too.
Why is she
Jess,
looking
why
at-
are you looking at Lily?
Because we fought.
and it was fixed in the most perfect way.
No, but at the end of our little tussle, remember I was like, we had that fight, and I literally thought our friendship was over forever. And
Yeah.
you started hysterically laughing
I was
at
like,
me.
why would it be over? Like you just fix it. You don't end friendships over. Like I don't know. I personally am of the mindset that like fights are good for friendships. Like
It helps
you
build
learn
and
things
strengthen.
about the other person. Like you have to humble yourself and apologize and go to the other person, and I think that's great. I think it's a good thing. When I fight with my friends, I'm like, this is good.
Well, it was just funny because we were sitting in a car in like a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like I knew we were gonna be fine. Like it was gonna blow over soon." And I was like, "I literally thought you were never gonna talk to me again. Like I thought our friendship was doomed, like over."
Well,
done."
I didn't think it was gonna blow over. I knew I was gonna fix it. Like I knew I was gonna eventually corner you and be like,
corner me.
I did. I cornered
You
you.
did corner me. She
You
cornered
guys
me
are
at
so
Trader Joe's.
funny. That literally, the fact that you like, I agree with you saying like fights can be like good for friendships because like I don't know, it does strengthen them.
Yeah.
But then for me, like I could not imagine having an argument with a friend. Like I don't think I have an example of fighting with a
argue?
friend of mine.
So I guess we should clarify. You should never be scream fighting with your friend.
We were.
No, we were not.
You
joking.
guys jokingly scream fight.
I was joking, Lily.
like you should, even when you're arguing, you should still be able to keep a cool tone and be respectful. Because like when we were fighting, we weren't actually even fighting. We were speaking very calmly, very collected, very honest. There was no raising of the voice. It wasn't even a fight. It was just like a heart to heart of like,
Yeah.
this is how I feel. This is how you feel. This is how we can fix it. Like, and that's what I mean by a fight. You should never be screaming at each other because that's actually not good.
That's where anger comes in.
Yeah.
You shouldn't let anger and emotions control what you're saying and whatever.
Well, no, it wasn't like that. But I only brought that up because I thought it was really funny when Bella was like, when you do it, like, does it end your friendship forever? And it was like, well, I thought it was going to. But, like, that's the thing. It wasn't even that bad.
It was, it was the smallest thing.
But I was like, dude, might as well erase the contact. Like, she's never reaching out ever again.
Oh, that's dramatic.
That is really dramatic.
All right, guys. All right.
No, I think it's that's something I like to my point of like perspectives. Like your perspective on the issue could have been so much greater than her perspective. It's just like the communication has to happen for understanding to happen. And like for me, if I knew what was going on, which I did not, I was completely oblivious. If I knew, I could look at the situation and have a completely different perspective because I'm outside looking in. I don't have the emotions and like my feelings weren't hurt in any way. I'm just outside looking in. I think that's also like something that's cool about having a group of friends that's more than two people is that if there's a squabble between two people, you have another trusted friend to come to both of you and say, okay, you both are being unreasonable in these ways.
Yeah. Well, I think the Bible
Why
also
are you coughing and laughing?
Continue.
I think the Bible also says that, right? Like if you can't figure it out amongst yourselves, then you bring in a third
Yep.
party.
Yeah.
So the benefits of having 4, because when
Yeah.
3 can't figure it out. No, I'm kidding.
And then once the 4 of us are all fighting and hating each other, then we go to my dad.
I have another example.
What?
When you said when 2 people are beefing, you can have like more people come in.
Did we?
No.
Okay, I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm confused.
Because there have been like 2 or 3 times where Jordan and I will hang out with Kyle and Lily, and like Jordan and I will be in a fight, or not a fight. I just say fight because it's like the first word there. Like Jordan and I will be in a tussle, and then like Kyle and Lily will be like, "Oh yeah, by the way," and they'll start arguing, and then we'll like bounce back and forth. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're. It's like a total like bomb too. Like we'll just be hanging out like normal, sitting on the couch, and then all of a sudden it's like, dude, by the way, we had beef earlier today.
Yeah, and it's also like what's actually also so funny is like you and Kyle will be beefing, and then Jordan and I will be like, all right, now like listen to her side or like listen to his side and logically, and then I'll be like, actually no, Jordan, like I'm beefing with you, and then they would do it to us, and then we'd bounce back and forth.
And then
You're
all
so
4
funny.
of us beef together.
One big pile of beef.
And then Kyle and Jordan leave, and Jess and I leave, and we're talking amongst ourselves, and they're talking amongst themselves. They're
And
in
then-
the car
And
talking.
then yeah, and then we reunite.
Yep. And then we rediscuss as 4, and then we leave again.
Yeah. And then we think it's better, and then it actually just is not, and then yeah, it's a repeating
Probably
cycle.
Not the right way to do things. I don't know.
This is hysterical. Does this happen to you?
Sam and I don't really do.
Oh, shut up,
Community
Elizabeth.
I said double dates and
Oh,
stuff.
fair enough.
Sam and I
thought
don't
you were
really
gonna be
fight.
like, dude, I was gonna be like,
No, we have our little squabbles, but we get through it really like it's like done in seconds.
yeah,
'Cause it's
some
like-
people just like don't have it in them to, or I don't know, don't have the desire to,
Thing is,
which is a good
right?
thing too.
I don't like being wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't like when there's any time that like he speaks quickly or I do. It's like he's very like that was not respectful. That kind of hurt. I go, I'm so sorry. Like I didn't mean to do that. And then we talk it through. Like it's really quick. And like the minute that the tone switches, we both hear it. We both are like, okay, pause. Something's wrong here. We need to talk with calmness. We need to talk like we need to watch what we're about to say. Like we know right away.
That's
And
very healthy.
it stops us from going
Saying something you really don't mean.
right. Exactly.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's how we handle our fights too, Kyle and I.
It's definitely not like a beef party where
Yeah.
all 4 of us.
That's so funny. It's such a funny like dynamic that you guys argue as 2 couples. Like the 2 couples argue all
And then
together.
suddenly I have beef with Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. I wonder if that's healthy.
I mean, sharing it with other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's more funny to me that you're doing it like in front of each other.
Oh yeah.
That is
not-
very funny.
And can I confess something? Okay, so after we did it the last time, Jordan and I left, and we were like, "Oh, I'm so Team Lily," and then Jordan was like, "I'm so Team Kyle," and then like we start talking, and then we're just like, we get on these like teams, and then like at the end of the day, we'll be like, "Well, I'm like 50% Team Kyle, 50% Team Lily," and like,
Well,
whatever.
in the end of the day, you should be Team Kyle and Lily. You should
we always
team
are.
them
We always
together.
we always are, but sometimes
some-
I'm like.
Typically, somebody is more in the wrong, and that's how it goes.
But also, I feel like sometimes we're biased to each other, and
Yeah.
the boys are biased.
Oh,
to each
absolutely.
sometimes it's just like girls, like see things a different way, and boys
Yeah.
see things a different.
all the
All
time.
the time, that's what it is.
And then Lily and I will be like, no!
Yeah.
And the guys are like, what are you talking about?
yeah,
That's so funny. That really, I feel like that really does get slightly off topic, but it's good. That's a good story.
Hey, it's
It's
four
part
friends
of friendship.
holding
Yeah.
each other accountable.
Yeah.
Because the person you marry should be your best friend.
It's
There you go.
we should next time we do it, we'll call it a
The
beef
ultimate
stew.
friendship.
A beef stew.
I have to make that tomorrow.
That's funny.
She's making
thought
literal beef stew tomorrow.
Okay. I thought a steak that I didn't know it was like a beef flank steak or whatever. So it's like this thick piece of steak or like meat, like beef meat. And I thought it was just like steak tips that were like pre-marinated from Trader Joe's. And I was so excited to make that. And then I realized that I thought this big old thick thing, I don't know how to cook it yet. And so Sam was like, oh, you make stew with that. And I was like, we don't even have a crock pot. He's like, you just get the ingredients. I'll go shopping tomorrow. You'll make a beef stew tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So I'm making a beef stew tomorrow. I've never done that before with a really thick piece of meat. I don't have a crock pot.
Oh my
Sorry.
It's gonna be
That's just-
fabulous.
It'll be fabulous.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It'll be good.
The internet is
Trust,
for.
love and trust.
We trust.
Back to friendship.
So another point that I want to make about this is that it's really important to pick your friends wisely, because that saying of like you become who you spend time with, it's like sometimes it leans to not being true, but generally it is so true. Like in most scenarios, if you're spending a lot of time with a certain group of people or one specific person, you really do start to become like them in you know, on a lighter note, in their mannerisms, the way they say things, their accents, like things like that. I mean, Elizabeth notices all the time. Sam
When
will
Sam hangs out with Hunter?
start talking like Hunter.
Oh my God, Jordan starts talking like Kyle, and I'm like, you need to factory reset. Like,
Kyle just talks like Kyle.
That's
True. Yeah, Kyle doesn't really adopt other people's
Although I talk like
personalities.
Kyle. No, I feel like I'm more like Kyle, which is,
Scary.
yeah.
can I be honest with you?
What?
Hashtag friend accountability.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Okay. Anyway. So yeah, you become like the people you spend time with,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's like the way they're talking or it's the way they're acting and the way that their immaturity, or if you're spending a lot of time with people who just like throw around curse words and don't even care. Like, it's so much easier if you're having that intake, then it's so much easier to either start swearing in general, but like with that person you'll swear.
Yeah.
It's like compromising on like who you're, I don't know. I'm kind of getting on a little tangent. But anyway,
true though.
I'm just gonna. So it says Proverbs 18:24 says, "A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." And then 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, "Do not be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals."
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, Jeff?
That is very true. Because obviously, like, if you have friends that are smoking or whatever, like, you're going to be more influenced and feel like it's more okay because you're going to be around that more often. And, you know, oh, just this one time, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like every time you see that friend, like you were saying, oh, just when I see them, like,
Yeah.
it's okay now. But it's not okay every other time. It's compromised. It's bad. Very bad.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Expound.
Agreed. Look,
What?
every time I talk, the dial goes up.
Oh my
Hello,
gosh,
hello,
it's almost
hello.
like that's how it works.
Ow!
Do you think abuse in friendships
did.
is okay?
I do not.
Me neither.
What'd you say?
We're gonna call you out right now. Keep you accountable. Don't abuse each other.
I think abuse is okay.
F
in
Not
some
abuse.
I'm gonna clip that. I think abuse is okay.
Another Lily compilation.
FPS. Friend Protective Services.
Oh, that's funny. Ow! I'm calling FPS.
You're so dramatic. You did smack me with the rock on your finger. I have a little ring indent. You see? It's the smallest thing. It's right there.
I can't.
She's trying to lick her.
Look her, I barely know her.
Have you guys seen the videos of the Indian singing? What's the song?
The Christmas songs?
Yeah, what's the song though? That
I
went viral.
can't
All I want for
remember.
Christmas is you.
There
Feliz
were a
Navidad.
He
All of
sang. Yeah, I think it was All I Want for Christmas. He's like, all I want for Christmas is you. Hi, Zach.
I saw this video of this dad who is very white, who exclusively listened to the Indian versions of the Christmas songs because he liked them better.
Honestly,
My cousin showed my Nana on Thanksgiving all the Indian Christmas album, and she was kind of vibing.
It was beautiful. I listened to that and I was very happy.
It's so funny.
it's my dad.
Makes me think of you every time I hear it.
Aww.
That's racist.
No, it's sweet. I think of you. You're in my thoughts.
I hit your mic.
All
I'm
right,
gonna read a verse.
lock back in.
Proverbs 13:20 says, "Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of the fools will suffer harm." I think that's another layer to this, is that you yes, you become who you spend time with, but that also, if you surround yourself with people who are negative influences, it can cause you harm. It can cause them harm. Like the negative things, whether it's literally being sinful behavior or just pessimists, honestly, like people who are just kind of down in the dumps and everything's depressing. It's really like you can always try your best to lift them out, but you also have to be very careful that they don't pull you down. And because when like those types of people, we all can fall into this too. I mean, we're all sinners. It's like, like sin can cause you harm. Like when you live in that, like harm comes to you because it's not a joyful life that you live when you're living in sin. So surrounding yourself with people who are aware that they're trying to walk away from sin. They're trying to walk towards the Lord. They're trying to live a life that is filled with joy and peace and gratefulness. And it's just a different kind of life than what most of the world is stuck in. And it's really kind of fun. As Christians, we get to go against the grain. It's like we want to stick out like a sore thumb and be completely opposite of what the world praises, what the world finds to be cool or trendy or whatever.
And if you realize that you have a friend that is a poor influence, don't let them pour into you.
Like I just poured my water bottle on the floor.
Yep. And don't like if there's a person who's a poor influence on you or who is an ungodly person, don't be like going to them for advice. Don't be going to them as like your best friend. Like you need to have people who are pouring into you be people who are of good character, who are Christians, who think the same things you think, but
Same values.
have the same values of you. Yeah.
Yeah, the discernment in the people that you spend time with and who you're taking advice from is very important.
Yeah.
Oh, I have something to say. I was talking with Bella during our Jenga that also like find a person that even when you don't necessarily want to hear the truth or something, you know that you can go to them and you will hear it. Like it's a good like habit to get into. Like, for example, I got really bad news the other day and I was struggling. And the first thing that I did was I called Miss Millie and Bella because I knew that I probably didn't want to, I wanted to stay in the sadness, but I knew that if I called them, I'd get off the phone call feeling a little better. So I just, I feel like, honestly, I've gotten the habit of, anytime I feel a certain negative feeling, I just end up calling them.
That's awesome.
But the point you were making is that it's like you need to hear what you already know, but you don't really want to, but you know you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Yeah, I think we all can find ourselves in that scenario.
And find someone who gives you biblical-based advice.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that accountability that comes from those deeper friendships, I think, is unfortunately very rare to find. And we start a petition, normalize deep friendships over shallow friendships. Because I think so often in a various range of ages, from middle school, high school to, college, but then even later, even older friendships and stuff, it's so common to just have like those shallow friends, and you have them and they benefit you and they make you feel good, and then you get to push them away whenever they don't make you feel good, or like they just are like your yes person. Like that's really common too, is like, oh, I have my yes friend and they'll just tell me everything I want to hear. And I think that's really unhealthy, and I think that's common in the culture, but it's also definitely also common in Christian circles too. And so Proverbs 27:17 says, iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. And it's like, yeah, like we need that because yes, we can grow by just spending time with God, but how can we can't grow if we're not also surrounding ourselves with a God-fearing community that is going to sharpen us.
Also, like bring back showing up for people. Bring back inconveniencing yourself so that you can be there for people. Like, I feel like so like in today's society, it's like do what's best for you and like whatever. But it's like, yeah, but if my friend needed me, I would drop plans so that I could do you know what I mean? Like it's okay to be inconvenienced so that you can be there for a friend when they need you.
Yeah.
And it's okay to show up for them when they're struggling. Like, bring that back.
Just a couple more verses here. I feel like there's so many about this topic. They're all so good. Proverbs 27:9 says, oil and perfume make the heart glad, and the sweetness of a friend comes from his earnest counsel. Sweet friends are found when they give earnest counsel.
So I guess that probably just means like your best friends are the ones that are going to be the most honest with you, like, and that like they'll put yourself over your feelings. I guess that doesn't make sense.
Your well-being over your feelings.
Yeah.
Wait, right?
It's putting you over, like, oh, you may feel this way, but I know that you need to hear this, and it might hurt, but it's going to be good for you. That's, yeah. And then earnest counsel, like just continued advice and continue just showing up. That's what we've been kind of saying.
Yeah, and it's being it can be being brutally honest with that person,
And gentleness.
but it also can be that that person needs to hear kind words, because there's a verse in Psalms that says like kind words is like honey from the lips or something like that. It's like it's
And encouragement.
yes, like encouragement is so important, and like understanding that like you guys are here for me because I know you guys love me and you guys are encouraging to me, and just like that. First Thessalonians 5:11 says, therefore encourage one another and build one another up, just as you are doing. That is, I think, if you don't have a friendship, if you have a friendship that's just calling the other person out, just saying, oh, I didn't like the way you said that, or I'm gonna call you out on this thing, but if it has that but is lacking the encouragement and the love, it's like, what is the 1 Corinthians thing? It's like, if you do all this but have not love, you're a noisy gong on a clanging cymbal. Like, there is nothing without love. It's just encouragement and sweet, kind words. It's honey to the soul.
I remember, do you remember my dance show last March?
Mm-hmm.
You guys came. I remember going home later that night and like crying because I was so happy that my friends showed up for me and like went out of their way to like come watch something I was really proud of. And so I think like, I mean, I know we've already said this a billion times, but like you don't really understand the kind of impact that it can have on a person's life if you literally just show up and sit in a seat. Like that's what that was for me.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't really realize that it meant so much to me until I got home and I reflected on it. Like, wow, like they all came and showed up for me, and it meant a lot. And so I feel like even if something might not be important to you, but it's really important to your friend, you showing up can do a lot for them emotionally that you might not even realize.
Yeah, that's really important. Yeah, the last thing I have here is just like real friends are should be close enough to keep each other accountable and humble enough to receive correction. And just like some practical things of like ideas to get closer with your friends. If there's people in your life that you're like, I struggle to get to know them on a deeper level or have deep conversations. They kind of just want to stick with the light, fluffy conversations, but I'm trying to, love them deeper and be closer, or maybe, I don't know, depending on your situation, but just some like practical things based on the Bible, based on your relationship with God. Study the Bible together. Just keep each other accountable in your Bible study. Say, hey, can we do this Bible plan together? And that's a good like conversation starter. Like, yeah, sure, we'll just do it, because you kind of do it on your own time, and then you can like talk to each other about it. Or you get together once a week, have coffee and read your Bibles. You do a little Bible study. Asking really intentional questions, being really good about listening and hearing what's going on in their life. And then you can kind of poke and prod and be like, oh, I noticed you said this about this thing. Why is it that you said that or feel this way, or what's going on in your life? Intentional questions really make people feel very seen and very heard and very cared about. And when somebody feels that cared about, they are more likely to be willing to be vulnerable with you and be honest with what may be going on in their life and have a deeper conversation. And then lastly is just to pray for each other. And whether they know you're praying for them or not, prayer is so powerful. And just pray for your friends. If maybe praying that they're coming to the Lord, or pray that they are deepening their relationship with the Lord.
Yeah. And reach out. I think that one is arguably not the most important, but one of the most important. Send them a text, call them every now and then, show them that you're thinking about them, you care about them, like that you want to hear from them, you want to talk to them, make plans with them.
Send them a TikTok.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yep.
Really strange TikToks. Don't look at their
How I know that Lily still loves me is she'll send me a TikTok about a coffee shop that we have to go to, but we actually won't, because we just will say we will and then we won't actually make
We like to think that we'll go, all right? And we'll go eventually.
We should do that for like a Ladies of Liberty vlog day or something.
like bounce around. We literally probably have like 20.
Oh my gosh. Are they near here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're all
some
in
of them,
Mass.
some of them are in New Hampshire, some of them are in Rhode Island.
You're right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're in New England.
Yeah, a lot of them are in Massachusetts, and we actually should go. And this week is better than ever because I'm husbandless.
True.
Let's go to a coffee shop this week, guys.
I'm always
Probably
down.
could.
Take school off for that.
Skip school.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm thinking of doing that. Like a day a week.
Guys, I have 4 days left of school.
Nice.
Monday through Thursday, and I'm done.
Finals coming up.
That's my finals.
I love you guys. Thanks for being my friends.
Oh,
Thanks for doing this podcast with me.
I'm gonna cry. Group hug.
And we love you too, Bella.
F is for fire.
We hope and pray that you guys all have friends like we do.
Friends.
Go and make those deep friendships, because it is important. Don't just sit and feel lonely. Go and actively find those friends. Make those friendships.
Send that text today.
Not just best friends,
Or,
sisters.
oh yeah, or message us and we'll be your best friends.
You earned it.
Anyway, thanks for listening to this episode. Have a fabulous
Arrivederci. Did I say that?
Arrivederci.